Good afternoon everybody and welcome to round 14 of the iRating World Championship Grand Prix Series. We're here today from the legendary Zolder circuit in Belgium, and of course we've had 13 rounds so far of some of the most exciting racing that iRating has to offer, and with only a few rounds to go it's going to be interesting to see just who will make the cut in that top 25, since Greger Huttu more or less has seemingly sealed the championship. So here we go then, getting ready for the lights. The engines begin to rev. It's a thunderous noise here at Zolder. The question is who's going to be thunderous into turn 1. And the start gets underway, and already it's a great solo by Hugo Luis immediately cutting across there from Kerkhof. Into turn 1 they go. As the rest of the red line crew comes through, Huttu stays behind. Side by side action there with Sturgis and company. If you take a look back through the field, see if there's any action. They've all gone through very cleanly, it's got to be said. Still trying to organise themselves into very neat positions. And it's looking very, very fun through there. There was some suspected carnage, to be honest, but it's still very big. You can see a massive dust area there where cars have taken a bit too much track already. But nothing too frantic out front. But look at the lead now out front. Hugo Luis trying to establish, pull away from the two red line boys. That's all he needs to do is to get through that tricky chicane. And it's so hard to get right as well. It's such a view as well to see them all stream through here. We've got a car off there. That was maybe Jason Love who's had a bit of a moment. Yeah, Jason Love had a bit of an off track there and lost major position, down to 26. They go through the chicane once again, so plenty of action here already as the field try and scramble themselves into some sort of order as they come round to start the first lap. And a major factor here as well is that, you know, the lap times are not that long, but in fact you've got 77 laps. So consistency really is crucial here. You've got to be consistent and doing the lap times you're doing and doing them even harder. You don't want to throw anything away too early on. There's the top 5 all flow through the opening sector and wait for them all to scramble through behind. It's all kind of evened out now there. As you can see Riku Alatalo coming under a bit of pressure there from Jeremy Bootaloo. I'm sure we're going to see a few off tracks there during the race. In front as well, plenty of cars flourishing around. Florio Brownzini up there in P13, so good start from him. There we go, in towards the chicane. Once again, still looking like a very good start. Lopez, of course, started down in 24th. He's gained 1 position up to 23rd, now trying to put some pressure on Andrea Moldi for 22nd position. Oh yeah, so Andrew Drake, I believe, got a bit wide. Got to be careful, and he always contact. Who's that? And that's one of the Steelseries drivers, I think. Andrew's managed to avoid it. That's a major shot on the car. Got to be careful to avoid it. And I think that may have been that was Samuel Libert, and that was a major impact as well. And that's exactly what we were talking about, Dom. Just how this track can catch you out. They went side by side. I don't think even there was any contact there. He just maybe went a bit too deep, or caught the tyre was streamed across. Yeah, and you can see him now bouncing all over the track in the replay, and wow, he's lucky not to collect anyone else. A great awareness by the rest of the drivers, but that's a major shot, not just to his car, but to his confidence as well. That's no way you want to exit a race here at Zolder. As the rest of the field come through, got some side-by-side action there with the two Radicals drivers. And, you know, with the looming threat of Ben Corner, too far away either, he's bringing Matthias Egger and Ryan Terpstra with him. This one's still got plenty of time to go. Pablo Lopez trying to catch on Andrew Slocum. Of course, Lopez does the GoPro videos. Of course, known as GoPro Lopez, as we've said before. And this could be one of his personal highlights right now. As he looks to the outside there, round turn 1. We saw Riku do this earlier on. Is he going to make it think very well covered there by Slocum? Shut the door on him and said to Pablo, if you want to pass through there, make it a bit easier. And Lopez seemingly want to try and take some mental notes there as a driver and find out just how Andrew drives that line. And he's done a good job though in terms of defending. We'll have to see what Pablo's got in the tank in terms of trying to make a move, because as soon as he does so, he will be launched onto the back of Darren Marsh. So taking a look there as you see Pablo Lopez kind of on his own race. Oh, he dived into the pit lane, so the first man to stop today, I believe, then for a scheduled stop is Pablo Lopez. The question is, how is this going to affect his race? It's a longer entry as well before you even get onto the actual pit stretch. And in he goes then, and it's such a torturous pit straight. It's going to deter a lot of people, I think, from trying to attempt the 3-stop strategy. But I think a lot of teams will be watching this, or maybe even listen to the commentary to see just how this affects his race and when he starts trying to get this pace in. And I think we're going to see an example now of how this works as Hugo Luis and Huttu go past. And now here comes Pablo Lopez. Let's take a look at how turn 1 affects him, as Javier Buzons is in the pit lane. So Lopez is going to come out now. I think he very much lets everyone know. And you don't go out through the normal method. But through he goes then, and it's such a long pit exit as well, and feeds you out in such a careful place. You've got to be so aware. He didn't slam into anyone. Clean track then for Pablo Lopez. Actually pitted on the race lead, so see where he can feed out.
Well, Greger's lost 3.5 seconds from the pit, so I'm hoping for his sake that that's, you know, a bit more fuel. Otherwise, Hugo's definitely got the margin in. Greger would have benefited following Hugo, definitely from, you know, a bit of draft, but...
Yeah, absolutely. So, provisionally, Greger Huttu is the 2012 champion. So, even though he's got the job done, there's still a few more races to go there before the official celebrations begin. Is the rest of the field coming across the line then? So overall then, if we were to go through the standings, it was Hugo Luis who took a win, and you can see kind respect there in the chat as Hugo said, good run Mr. Huttu, so great run there. I mean, it's great to see that those two still have ginormous amounts of respect for each other despite being some of the fiercest rivals in all of sim racing.
Absolutely, great kind of respect between them, and Hugo, fantastic win there. Got to say the standard, as you alluded to earlier, the standard was pretty good. I was expecting more of a drop-off with that first chicane. I think everybody's been kind of worried about it, but you know, not that many dropouts. I mean, absolutely brilliant standard.